Hi, here comes another series of ninja level shortcut keys. So this time I want you to notice how do I insert columns and rows using shortcut key. Let's say I want to insert a column between column B and column C. So what I do is I am going to press three shortcut keys one at a time. So I'm not going to press all the three keys at the same time. It's going to be one, then second key, and then the third key. So after having placed my cursor on the column before which I want to add another column, I press Alt, I, and then C. Quickly it adds up a column. Similarly, if you want to insert a row in between a couple of rows, then you will use a similar strategy. You'll press Alt, I, and then R. So there you go, it inserts an extra row in between. Now these shortcut keys are pertaining to 2003 version of Excel, although they still work in 2010, 7 and 13 version of Excel. In case, as an additional to the entire portion, in case you want to select the entire column or row, notice if I press Ctrl Spacebar, it chooses the entire column. Similarly, if I place my cursor on any one cell and if I press Shift Spacebar, it includes in its selection the entire row. So these shortcut keys, find them mentioned where in the previous sheet. So the one that we have used in this particular video is Alt-IC, Alt-IR. We also spoke about Shift Spacebar and Control Spacebar. Apart from this, as an alternative to Alt-IC, instead of inserting a column through Alt-IC, you perhaps can also use this shortcut key of Shift Control plus sign. If you choose the entire column and if you press Ctrl Shift plus sign, it adds another column. Let me just delete a couple of these columns, too much of a burden. And once I do that, let me also talk about a slight difference between Alt-IC that inserts a column and Ctrl Shift plus. If you put your cursor on any one cell, not choosing a column separately, just one cell, and if you then press Ctrl Shift plus, it asks you that whether you want to insert a cell, whether you want to insert an entire row, or whether you want to insert an entire column. So this option then allows you to choose between the four options and then decide after pressing enter. So what Alt-IC is doing is just adding a pure column. Alt-IR is adding a pure row, but Ctrl Shift plus will give you the option how you would want to proceed. Well, as a final nail on the coffin, if you want to delete the entire row, you might also use Control minus. What Control minus tells you is you want to delete the row or column or cell. In this case, I choose entire row and I press enter. So there you go. These are a couple of shortcut keys which will help you manipulate the data, columns, rows, and work with different workbooks, worksheets in a little bit faster mode. I hope you enjoyed our YouTube videos, and I really appreciate that if you could subscribe to our videos, which will also encourage me to give more such videos in the times to come. And you can also watch some of our popular programs which have been liked by a lot of viewers. See you soon.